guys, Gmmtv2025. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're reacting to all the trailers that Gmmtv has dropped for 2025. I was up all night watching the live. It was like the best, one of the best experience. I think I was like so shocked. I think one of the trailers came out and I'm like, ain't no way, and it took me forever to come back from it. It was so good. It was so good. You'll get to hear it when we talk about it when we get there. But yeah. I've watched all the trailer live, like I said earlier, when I was watching it live, and I'm gonna react and probably pay more attention to the, what's it called? Subtitles, because I was freaking out, looking everywhere when I was watching the live that I kind of missed a lot of what they said. But yeah, this time around, I'm not gonna cut or divide the series or anything. I'm just gonna go all through. This might be cut into 2 videos because I don't know how much I'm gonna ramble because I have a lot of things to say about a lot of these stuff. I'm just really excited, a lot of these stuff. So yeah, before we start, I had 4 wishes coming into this. I knew that a lot of the CPs that I love already was probably gonna get a series anyways. So I had 4 CPs that kind of like never gotten main character roles or aren't a full CP yet, and I was wishing. Those were my 4 main wishes. The one is Uboom. Really want them to have a main. Winnie Satang, obviously my children, my babies. I wanted them to have a main. Sky Nani, my new favorites. I'm like obsessed with them. Obsessed! I wanted them to have a series together, a BL. Crossing my fingers, BL. And then a really interesting group that a couple that I recently like got drawn to based on their interactions on social media, Pod and Papang. They look really good together, and that was my 4 wishes, and almost all of them came true, which like I'm happy about. But we'll talk more as we go to when we get to them. So yeah, so without further ado, let's watch all the trailers of 2025.
ห้อง VIP ห้องเนี่ยเป็นของพวกเราถึงเช้าเว้ยเมาได้เต็มที่เสร็จงานรับน้องสักทีอีก็หมดเวลาต่อพ่อแดดแล้วนี่ที่ไม่เครียดคงจะมีแค่คู่นี้เรียนจบแต่งงานเลยป่ะโอ๊ยเลิกคุยแล้ว
Okay, they look so good together. I just noticed like it was
มึงจะเล่นเกมอะไร
Drake.
ทูตออแดก็แค่ผลัดกันถามคำถาม
I was like, okay, is this gonna be more like, you know, the series with New Year, I Am Your King? I thought it was gonna be something like that. Like, there's gonna be a bunch of like dares. And I was like, okay, is this gonna be like a GLBL thing or hetero story? I was like, I didn't even expect it to be Jung Dunk. When he came out, like, oh, this man, the motorcycle, so fine. Dunk in the suit. Come in. Jay.
จะไหวแน่เหรอพื้นที่ของผมเนี่ยโหดเอาเรื่องอยู่นะถ้าพื้นที่คุณโหดเวลามีคดีคุณต้องควรมาเร็วกว่านี้เจ๊
Oh, they're siblings.
กูตาย
It just clicked.
ใช่ครับพวกเราก็แค่ปาร์ตี้กัน
Oh, the hair. Drake's
ผม
hair.
บอกไอ้ก้าแล้วเว้ยของเราหนักไปแค่กินเหล้ามันจะตายได้ไงไอ้ฝ้ายมันเล่นยากับไอ้ต้าเปล่ายาอะไรอ่ะผมไม่รู้เรื่อง
พวกเราแค่เล่นเกมกันเองอะทำไมฝ่ายต้องตายด้วย
เกมอะไร
ทูตออแดค่ะ
แต่จะแปลกก็แค่เราทุกคนหลับไปพร้อมๆกันผลชนสูตรมาแล้วนะครับ
All at the same time. That's kind of suspicious.
คุณมาทำอะไรรถผมคำถามคือคุณเพิ่งย้ายมาที่นี่แล้วยังไม่มีที่อยู่ใช่ไหม
Ooh.
ในการทำคดีเป็นอย่างต่อ
So I'm catching so much new things now, actually paying attention to the subtitles.
ว่ายครับคุณสารวัตรทูตออแดจากคำให้การเนี่ยคนร้ายน่าจะวางยาให้ทุกคนสลบก่อนทำการฆาตกรรมคุณคิดว่าคนร้ายอยู่
Oh my god.
จะแต่งตัวเรียบร้อยไปเป็นใครมาสั่งเป็นหัวหน้าคุณแต่ที่นี่ไม่ใช่ที่ทำงานซะหน่อยเรามาลองเปลี่ยนสถานะกันไหมครับอยากได้สถานะไหนนะครับผมรู้แล้วไงว่าเด็กพวกนั้นเอายาที่ใช้ฆาตกรรมมาจากไหนทำไร
Oh, the grab.
วันนี้พี่เจตมีอะไรให้ผมรับใช้ครับมึงพอมีตัวนี้ไหมก็ดีเด็กกูเขาอยากลองผมก็ไม่มั่นใจนะพี่แต่เดี๋ยวให้เด็กดูให้ที่ว่าสนุกนะครับ ปีนี้คุณเป็นเด็กผมนะ
Oh my god Oh my
เดี๋ยว
god
คุณรังเกียจผม
This is so fun I'm so excited
ฆาตกรรมต่อเนื่อง
It is a serial killer look at that a daring game
เธอรู้ใช่ไหมถ้าเรื่องนี้หลุดออกไปเธอกับฉันหมดอนาคตแน่
I'm guessing that no wait no I'll talk about theory later actually
ผมเตือนคุณแล้วไงอย่าเอาความรู้สึกส่วนตัวคนกับเรื่องคดี
จะเอาความรู้สึกส่วนตัวแบบไหนดีอะแบบครอบครัวหรือแบบคุณกับผม
oh okay like this man in the suit oh my god see they still oh I'm still gonna be shocked every time this is my second time watching it and I'm gonna still be shocked okay acting dare you to death
ถ้าจะค้างคืนที่สอนอเนี่ยก็มีแค่ห้องนี้แหละ
oh my god my favorite part this is my favorite part
การนั่นอะไรให้ผมแบบนี้ไม่ใช่เรื่องฉลาดเลยนะ
the way he just has his gun ready he's like he knew that he's gonna play games the smile okay so that was my little reaction to Jongdang's new series and I believe that Gmmtv does one thing they're kind of good at I say kind of because their series are compared to like other shows I guess they're better at making these kind of suspense mystery with big ensemble casts and this one is we're doing an ensemble cast but it's a BL focused one so like we have one usually when they do an ensemble cast there's like multiple main characters and multiple couples and this one is like focusing on one couple but like it's still many ways an ensemble because there's so many kind of like ensemble feel where there's so many different actors so like I'm excited for it. It has a mix of the mystery and the kind of the suspense and like the murder and horror kind of aspect to it that I love from a lot of Gmmtv hetero shows. Like for example, the one that's going to be airing in the future, it hasn't. I don't know how far in production they are, but it was announced last year. Hide and Sis, for example, is one of those, and there's a few other ones that are really really good that I really enjoy watching. So it has those aspects of it, and it added into obviously Jongdang's amazing chemistry and kind of representation of like their characters and their acting, I guess, into this. It's gonna be really interesting to see how that's gonna work out. Any critiques? I don't really have one off the top of my head right now. One thing that it kind of reminded me of at the really beginning, and it's a Chinese bromance show that it was originally supposed to be a BL, but obviously it's China, so it's with Chinese. Is it called CSI? Yes, it's called CSI, and it's between two like one like medical like examiner and a police detective. And it has Gao Hanyu in it, and he's like an actor that I kind of follow for a while. I don't know, it's called CSI. If you have heard of it, watch it. It kind of gave me that vibe because it was just two individuals trying to solve crime and solve mysteries and murder cases. So like that's what like it was like when I was like, oh, are we doing that? Okay, but yeah, I'm excited. This is like right up my alley, so I'm really excited for that. Okay, moving on. Next one, C and Keen are back. Yeah, C and Keen are back, and it's head to head. Let's watch, and I'll talk about it later.
ใครเลยนะเฮียเห็นอยู่กูมาก่อนอ่ะมีแต่พ่อมึงเหรอ
พ่อกูอยู่ในบ้านกูจะบีบแต่หาเขาทำไม
ช่วยกรุณาบอกพ่อมึงหน่อยนะว่าช่วยเก็บลูกของมึงเข้าไข่ไปหน่อยดิจะได้ไม่ต้อง
Oh my god
ตีนคืนเขาแบบเนี้ย
แหมมึงก็หงุดหงิด
I have a thing for enemies to lovers, so this is like, oh, like the way they're bickering.
ยิดง่ายเฉพาะกับมึงนั่นแหละไอ้สัตว์เจ
กูก็กวนตีนแค่กับมึงเท่านั้นแหละไอสัตว์จิน
J and Jin.
จบไปวะเป็นเหม็นหน้าแต่บ้านแล้วแม่งเดนเสือกไม่เลิกคบมันอีก
Oh, look at him.
มันขาดกูได้ที่ไหนอ่ะ
มึงนั่นแหละที่ตามกูบ้านกูอยู่ก่อนบ้านมึงตั้งปีนึงแล้วพ่อมึงอ่ะเขาอยากให้เข้ามาก็ถ้ามึงไม่อยากให้มีคนมาอยู่อ่ะไปบอกแม่มึงให้ซื้อไว้2 หลังเลยอ่ะเรื่องรถอ่ะซื้อตามกูมันก็แถวว่าไงนั่นรถพี่ชายกูเขาโอนชื่อเสร็จตั้งแต่มึงยังไม่ผ่อนหัวแรกเลยกูซื้อสดแล้วที่มึงตามตูดกูมาเรียนต้อยๆอย่างเงี้ยจนต้องถอดเรียนแฟชั่นตามกูอีกว่าไงแม่กูเป็นดีไซเนอร์มึงจะให้กูเรียนวิศวะมาดูแลห้องเสื้อเหรอมึงโง่หรือมึงอะไรวะเก็บปากมึงให้กูต่อยเหรอมึงจริงกูว่ากูเก็บ
Not the middle finger. Oh my god.
มึงลองมั้ยล่ะเฮ้ยพวกมึงพี่ต้าหาคนไปเทศสนาม
Look at Surf. Look at Surf. Welcome to GMM,
ส
Surf.
นใจก็ได้
This one, like, it was caught me off guard, like right here. I was like, what the fuck is happening? What are we doing, Tit Babe? Like, he's like seeing the future.
แม่ผมอยู่กับมันไม่ได้ขอร้องเถอะลงโทษผมเลยก็ได้ยอมหมดอ่ะแม่ทำชื่ออะไรของมึงเนี่ย
ใกล้โดนเขตไงเสือ2 ตัวมันอยู่ถ้ำเดียวกันไม่ได้เว้ย
มึงยังนอนละเมอร้องเงี้ยวเงี้ยวอยู่เลย
Not meowing.
เสือเออ
This is so cute. Oh my god, I'm like dying.
ไอ้ไปแข่งรถจนนิ้วขาดมาขนาดเนี้ยโดนลงโทษแค่เนี่ยถือโชคดี
ลงโทษโดยการที่สั่งให้กูดูแลมึงเนี่ยนะ
ก็เจ๊2 คนนั้นน่ะอยากให้มึงกับกูสนิทกันอ่ะ
เจ๊2 คนนั้น
ก็แม่มึงกับแม่กูไง
อ๋อมาเดี๋ยวกูช่วยใจเย็นใจเย็นใจ
กู
เย็น
เคยเตือนพวกมึงแล้วใช่ไหมเพื่อนกันถ้า
This series
มันจะลำบาก
ถ้าเพื่อนมึงไม่เยี่ยม
sank 2 of my ships, and I kind of know that Surf's and Game's ship.
กูขอนั่งรถดิ
Surf and Game CP was gonna sink because he obviously joined GMM, so like it was expected. But this one,
ซึ่งมึงยังมองกูด้วยสายตาแบบนี้อยู่
you,
มึงจะ
sir,
โทษกูแค่ไหน
why aren't you not with your other CP? That I thought was gonna happen.
แบบนี้แหละ
จัวแผลกูจะหายอ่ะเรามาทำข้อตกลงการอยู่ร่วมกันอย่างสันติดีไหมบทลงโทษของเรา2 คนจะสิ้นสุดเมื่อกูหายดีถูกไหมมึงก็แค่ดูแลกูให้ดีที่สุดพอมึงดูแลกูดีกูก็จะหายเร็วก็จะได้ย้ายกลับบ้านตัวเองไง
This is so cute. So cute. It's like you can tell that he's like he cares for Jay. Oh,
ไอ้จีนอย่าเป็นไรนะเว้ย
อย่าบอกว่าที่มึงรถชนเพราะว่ามึงเห็นภาพอนาคตกู
ของกูกับมึงอ่ะ
แล้วที่มึงยังกอดกูบอกว่าอย่าเป็นอะไรนะคือกูกำลังจะตายเหรอ
กูไม่รู้ แค่รู้สึกว่าจู่ๆกูจะเสียมึงไปอ่ะจินจินอยู่ไหนวะ
กูอยู่นี่
hug. Ooh.
ถ้าเกิดว่าเรื่องทั้งหมดเป็นแค่ความฝัน
I was like, oh my
กู
god.
ไม่ได้ตายมึงยังจะ
ก็คงมีความรู้สึกของกูอ่ะที่มันเป็นเรื่องจริงไปแล้วอ่ะ
นี่มึงคิดว่ากูเป็นของตายแล้วเหงาก็กลับมาหากูเนี้ยกูไม่ใจอ่อนแน่
กูจะแก้ทุกอย่างทำอะไรก็ได้อ่ะให้มึงไม่ตาย
มันรวมไปถึงแก้ไม่ให้เรารักกันได้ปะ
นั่นเป็นเรื่องเดียวที่ความรู้สึกกูบอกว่าห้ามไม่เปลี่ยนแปลงอะไรมันเด็ดขาด
I just noticed the hands. Oh, head to head. Okay, this is so cute. Like, oh,
เพื่อนเป็นแฟนอะ
just open in front of everybody's salad. I love it.
แล้วใครบอกว่ากูจะเลิกอ่ะ
Literally. Don't jinx them. Ah, the wink! Okay. That's my reaction to head to head with the main actors, C and Keen. And at the really, like, halfway through the series, I realized that this has a lot of similarity to another BL that I've watched recently. I Saw You in My Dream. And it's from, I think it was from WeTV, not really sure, but it surprisingly, I think it might have like brought that connection because Surf is in it. Surf was the brother character in that series, and obviously now he's in this one. But the whole like seeing the future kind of thing, and then like that specific scenes where like C's character like came up and hugged Keen's character, and that's the thing. I was like, wait, that is literally like almost word for word and scene to scene the exact same thing from I saw you in my dream. So I was like, oh, interesting. Just that like Surf is here as well. So I was like, the whole like seeing the future part, I think I'm kind of worried about because it's giving the enemies to lover like bickering kind of like storyline that's pretty solid, I think, and I don't think you can really mess that up. But you're adding in this kind of magical element to it, so it's like, oof, if you don't really do it right, and then like, I don't know, like this is a pilot, so I don't think everything is all flushed out already. So I'm just giving it hope, but like it just feels kind of out of place for certain because like, we see them like arguing and like bonding and like even though they're still bickering, they're still like Keen's character is still like kind of caring for C's character. So it's like there's that, and you just drop in 2 scenes of like him seeing the future, and I'm like, oh, what is going on? It just doesn't really fit well. It might be the editing, the way that they kind of like edited him like seeing the future. That part might have kind of made me kind of question it. It kind of gives me Be My Favorite vibes when I first watched the pilot. I was like, oh, I don't really see it being a good series, like good storyline. But like at the end, when the actual show came out, I was pretty satisfied with it. So I think that's where I'm kind of worried about just the whole like seeing the future part, how they're gonna write that into the show successfully and properly. So yeah. Earlier I was like, dude, I was so mad because like I thought we're giving Rue and Java, but I guess not. I guess not, because Rue got a new CP as well. So, like, he has a new partner in a different series, and I'm like, they were so good in the other series. I forgot what's it called. The Summer Night, I think. And I was like, gosh, we're definitely gonna get them as a couple in the future, right? No, they're just gonna break it up. And we're gonna have my Surf and Game being broken up as well. But yeah, whatever. I'm sure they do kind of have some chemistry, but we'll see. I think in the at the like the talking meant part, there's like they've only like met 3 times in total, like even including like them on stage. So it's like I can if they get bond a little bit more, I can see them together. So yeah, we'll see how they go. But yeah. Okay, the next one is I'm excited for this one. Burnout Syndrome. Yeah.
Burnout ครั้งแรกใช่ไหมครับกฎของที่ร้านก็ง่ายๆนะครับสั่งเครื่องดื่มเสร็จแล้ว
always looks so good
หมายเลขโต๊ะน้องก็เดินไปนั่งตามหมายเลขโต๊ะถ้ายังไม่มีใครมานั่งด้วยก็นั่งจิบเครื่องดื่มพังๆไปก่อนเดี๋ยวพี่จะหาคน
I'm gonna focus on the subs for this one a little bit more than the visuals because I was focusing way too much on the visuals when I was watching it for the first time. The dude doing a BL.
ถ้าช่วงนี้มึงกรอบมาก
I'm excited.
กูมีงานกินข้าวกับลูกค้านะเขาให้แต่งแนวพังอ่ะรับปะล่ะ
The lipstick. Oh, he looks so good. He said, I'm in my emo era.
จะได้งานใหม่เร็วๆนี้แต่มันเป็นงานที่ทุกขลาภและจะนำความวุ่นวายมาให้กับคุณนี่คุณจะเป็นใครก็ได้เลยก็ขึ้นอยู่กับว่าเงินเยอะไหมผมอยากให้คุณมาเป็นมิสเตอร์เคอะไรคือมิสเตอร์เคก็เป็นตัวแทนของผมไปเจอคนอื่นแทนผมประชุมงานแล้วก็เจรจาธุรกิจแทนผมเราจะฮุบบริษัทคุณคุณจะไม่ต้องทำงานปัญหาคือแล้วทำไมคุณไม่ทำเองวะผมไม่ชอบเจอผู้คนดราม่าวุ่นวายผมก็คนนะมันจะไม่เป็นไรหรอแต่ผมก็หาทางไล่คุณออกเอง
Oh, not the threat. Oh my god, I was like, stop. Also, Kinuchi being here, this is gonna be so fucking good. And I think what I heard that this is also a Jitty Rain novel, so like, double good. Like, it's gonna be amazing.
มึงวาดรูปมันแก้ผ้าขนาดเนี้ยมึงเลิกติดปะเนี่ย
Well, he showed himself, so.
โว้ยหยุดพูดเถอะคนลุกอะ
ระวังไว้เถอะมึงสักวันน่ะจะได้กัน
หยุดจ้องได้ปะคุณบอกกับผมไม่ใช่ว่างานเนี้ย ผมเป็นคนคุม
Oh.
ถามอะไรหน่อยได้ปะนี่เราจะเป็นแค่เพื่อนร่วมงานกันใช่ปะมึงยังคิดถึงเรื่องจูบวันนั้นอยู่ปะล่ะ
Oh my god. Also, the height difference is giving. I love it. When they were on stage, like, oh. At this moment, I was like, thruple. Come on. GMM, give it to me. Like, you guys don't have to argue. You don't have to choose. All three of you together.
ผมเป็นคนชอบทำตามอารมณ์คุณเป็นคนแรกเลยนะที่ซื้องานผมถ้าวันหนึ่งเขามีหัวใจกูรักเขาได้ใช่ปะ
Burnout Syndrome. I'm shocked. Like, man really said, let me do a BL? I thought he was never gonna do one. Literally, I was like, nah, no way, but here he is. I wish, and I'm probably not gonna get this, but this to end up as being a throuple story. Because it was working for me, that whole argument scene. But just the way that, like, the trailer has kind of played out, I don't think so. I think that dude's character is gonna bye-bye. In the sense of, like, he's not gonna get anybody. Very excited. Amazing director. They directed Not Me. GT Rain has a lot of amazing series that I love that GMM has made, so, like, I'm pretty confident this is gonna be a really good story. And I love the maturity that's Afghan is getting. I think, like, Not Me was maturity in a different sense. I think is more of like a lot of social issues, so it felt like adult conversations and mature conversations, but this one is more of like the, you know, the other side of things, the other type of maturity, you know, the NCs, the sexual tensions, you know, the darker concepts here and there. I'm excited because, like I said in Cooking Crush and The Trainee, Cooking Crush felt like it was a off-gun series because they want to give fan service in many ways, in a good way. Like, they want to have fun and kind of push their CP. The Trainee was talking about more of social issues and doesn't really focus on off-gun as much. It focused more on, like, the idea of working in the entertainment industry as well. But I still, even though there was a lot of moments for them to express them as a character, it does not bring that full, like, mature drama that I really wish that Afghan was getting, and this one I think really satisfied that. It kind of parallels to me watching Not Me, like, yes, this is something different and interesting that they're giving us for these two amazing actors who we've seen for so many years. So I'm very, very excited for this and how this is gonna go. Okay, this is like one of our very, very few hetero stories. Is Nanon's story is I Love a Lot of You, and I have a lot of bones to pick with this because I am a psychologist and I will get very angry. I'm hoping they're able to do stuff correctly, but I highly, highly doubt it. So when watching, we'll talk about this at the end. I was getting frustrated about like the whole character thing, so I didn't really fully get the dad's plot, so I'm gonna focus more on the subs again, which is what I'm gonna do mostly throughout the series, throughout the reactions of my trailers.
เธออยู่นี่ได้ไง อยากเข้ามาใกล้นอกไปเลย
นี่คุณกับลูกสาวเล่นอะไรกับผมเนี่ย
ผมอยากให้คุณจีบลูกสาวผม ลูกสาวผมอ่ะมีคนเดียว แต่เธอมี5 บุคลิก และทำให้ทั้ง5 บุคลิกเนี่ยรักคุณให้ได้นะ
ถ้าไม่ไหวก็บอก จะได้พอแค่นี้
เอาเป็นเจ้าชัด
ความเท่าเทียมในองค์กรหรือ equity theory มันเป็นสิ่งสำคัญในการทำงานร่วมกันและอีกอย่างฉันไม่ได้อยากเป็นผู้หญิงที่ต้องขอความช่วยเหลือจากผู้ชายอ่ะขอถามอะไรซีเรียสได้ปะนายชิฟผู้ไหนอ่ะ
แล้วแต่โมเมนต์เลยใครขายอะไรมาเราเต็มใจซื้อหมดเลย
ทำถูกแล้ว
ถ้าใครเขาไม่รู้เนี่ยเขาจะคิดว่าคุณบอกรักผมเลย
บอกรักเลยเหรอยิ่งใหญ่ไหมปะซันกำลังเข้ามาในชีวิตของพวกเรา แล้วก็ทำให้ทุกอย่างวุ่นวายแล้วปล่อยให้ซันเข้ามายุ่งไม่ได้หรอกนะ
5 คนนี่แหละที่เราต้องทำทุกวิถีทางให้เขามารักคุณมีอย่างที่ไหนลูกสาวตัวเอง
I like how like they're like the 5 of them looking at each other in this room kind of thing. I'll talk about more of this later.
ผมจะกลับมาจีบสายน้องอีกครั้ง
Oh my
คุณ
god.
ก็น่าจะโอเค
Oh, Junior! Junior!
เวรกรรมเป็นความรักอะคุณเป็นคนยังไงกัน
Also, Nanon in his glasses, like, it's giving. It's giving. Okay, so this is a story that is depicting a psychological disorder called dissociative identity disorder, and it used to be called personality disorder. It's not called that anymore. It's called DID, and I will refer it as DID. And this is kind of a touchy subject, I would say, in the sense that, one, it is somewhat controversial within the mental health and psychological community because there is a lack of like how we diagnose and how symptoms are being presented and how to interpret these symptoms. And so it's like kind of complicated to discuss, and for psychologists it's already hard enough to really fully understand what this disorder really is. And entertainment industry media has been using this multiple personality like character, I'm gonna say, because I don't know really what I'm trying to say, but yeah, so in the entertainment industry we have used it as a way of doing crime. There is a lot of characters that are usually the antagonist being presented with this disorder, and it has kind of like colored the kind of perspective and the opinions of society and what DID really truly means. And when I was watching this trailer, I was like, okay, possibilities that this is going to be really interesting and they're going to do DID correct. I think one of the only series I've ever watched so far that has somewhat even positively portrayed and correctly portrayed DID has been the Marvel TV show Moon Knight, and it's really interesting if you ever watched it. It's not obviously 100%, but so far it was the only one that I personally feel comfortable watching and feel like it has somewhat of a good representation of what DID actually is. But still, being a Marvel superhero show, there's still things that are like, doesn't really work out, but I think it's so far the only one that I truly think that's okay. I understand that people in the DID community has been somewhat more okay with. Now, coming back to the series, I was like, okay, could we do that like how Marvel did as well and give a positive kind of light to it? The father's agenda, I'm still unsure about, like, what he's trying to do, and I can't really figure that out, and I'm not going to. And the representation of this character is not really like, it's hard because it's a pilot, and I know that it's gonna, like, once the trailer comes out and the series comes out, it's gonna be really, like, easier for me to kind of, evaluate, I guess, about this. But for me right now, I'm really iffy about it, and I know that it's not gonna be, like, what I really want from this. What I do really like from this so far is Mild's character. I'm not gonna say all their names because I don't remember. But there is a scene where all of them are in a room, and a lot of time people with DID do say that in their mind they have this kind of like house or room or big space where it's divided for how like each kind of altar, which is like they call it personalities, but it's usually called altars. Have your own space and like this like headspace to kind of be, and that's where they stay most of the time in their minds. And like kind of like that feeling in that room, that kind of abstract coloring and like shapes and stuff like that, kind of like, okay, like that's her kind of space, her head space that all her alters is living at, which I think like, oh, really interesting. I think one part where like I think I'm gonna be more accepting of is if this story is about Nanon falling in love with this girl, or was told to like fall in love with this girl. I don't know, find a way to fall in love with this girl, and then realize that the person has multiple has DID, has multiple alters, and try to create relationships with every one of them, because this is like based on what I've heard and people told me, that a lot of times when you're in a relationship, you're in a relationship with only one of the alters, and you are like best friends, or you have other like kind of like platonic relationships with the other alters as well, or just like okay with each other. So sometimes there's going to be a few alters who are more protective and might not like that relationship, so there's that as well. But so like if that's what's going to happen, like him like trying to interact and understanding every alter, that will be really interesting. I think that would be a good show. But if it's more of like, I'm gonna fix you with my love and all your alters will become one and we'll be happy ever after, I will take my diagnostic manual and whack it in my head, because that's not how that works. And we did so well in Kidnap, and I really hope they continue to go that route of believing in therapy and believing and destigmatizing mental health. Okay. There's something I wanted to bring up when I was talking to it, but I got really, really frustrated and excited about my DSM that I totally forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. DID tend to be a trauma-based disorder, so it's tend to occur due to traumatic events. So I don't know how that's gonna play into it. You don't really have to play into it, because like if it's about a character trying to meet and understand a person with DID, I don't think we fully need to get into the whole traumatic event part of it. But just a reminder that DID does have a trauma backing. That's the right word to use to that. Okay. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say for that one. Next one. Oh, it says Milk and Love's new series, Well Store XOXO. I thought this was horror when I watched it. I was like, dude, you're setting it up as horror. But no, it's just a really cute moment.
เราได้ยินเสียงมันร้องอ่ะ
ฉันเองวานกำลังประสบปัญหาชีวิตในวัย20 ปลายๆตกงาน พ่อตาย ทิ้งไว้แค่ร้านชำเก่าๆที่ฉันต้องรับช่วงต่อ ลูกค้าประจำตอน 5 ทุ่ม ใครวะ เธอเองเหรอลูกค้าประจำตอน 5 ทุ่ม
อ่ะฮะ
ชื่ออะไรอะเรา
แมวน้ำมาดูเครื่องซักผ้าให้หน่อย จ้าพี่ เดี๋ยวไปนะ
แม่น้ำสอนกลับบ้านให้ลูกพี่หน่อย
ถ้าคุณขี่ได้ 20 หนูว่าได้อะไรคะวาดแมวน้ำเหรอ
จอนนี่หาย
จ้าตอนนี้ลูกอยู่ไหนลูก
แมวน้ำ
แมวน้ำจ้า
หนูเหรอ
ปุ๊ง
แมวน้
เขินเหรอ
ำ คิดจะมีแฟนอะเรียนให้จบกันนะน้อง
A teacher and a repair girl. This is so cute.
ฉันจะจีบคุณวานเป็นแฟนให้ได้เลยคอยจู้
They're like, what?
มีอะไรคุณวาน
ร้านเราเจ๊งแน่เลยอะ
Oh.
ไม่เป็นไรหรอกนะมีหลายคน คุณวานเก่งอยู่แล้ว
เขาไม่รู้ว่าบ้านแกทำกิจการอะไรใช่ไหมเนี่ย ถ้าเขารู้จะไม่เอาอะทำอย่างกับว่าแกไม่เคยหลอกใคร
ขอให้เรารักกันตลอดไป
นี่เราเคยรักแกขนาดนี้เลยเหรอวะ
a damaged relationship that's gonna be repaired. I always find those more interesting, like the couple already being together and we see them kind of like fall apart and come back together and like kind of believe in love again. Like that's really interesting for me to watch.
แกชอบเด็กแนวนั้นน่ะแล้วอะดิ
ฉันเหมือนจะมีความรักจริงๆใช่ไหมวะไม่อยากโดนหลอกอีกแล้วอ่ะ
ฉันชอบเธอบ้างทุกครั้งที่ได้สบสายตาคุณรู้ไหมฉันชื่นชมคุณทุกครั้งที่หันมาไม่รู้คุณได้ยินบ้างไหมคำว่ารักลอยอยู่ไม่ไกลที่ออกมาจากหัวใจคนคนหนึ่งคำว่ารักของฉันเชื่อแล้ว
I love this is like more like obviously they're out of high school now, which is I'm okay with 23.5, but it was like not my favorite series I've ever watched. I feel like they could have gave them something better. There was a lot of potential to that series. Oh my god. But it just didn't hit. But this one, I'm actually kind of excited for.
สรุปร้านนี้มีรักขายหรือเปล่าคะ
แมวน้ำว่าคนกินอาหารแมวได้ไหม
Oh, this scene grossed me out so much.
จริงเหรอคุณสม
Like, they thought it was gonna be cute, but Miss Girl ate cat food. I know cat food is like edible for humans because obviously why would you give something that humans can't eat to your pet, right? But that's still gross. It's still gross. And then to see the MCs ask them if she actually ate it, and it's like, yeah, it's tuna. I'm like, oh god, okay. But like, I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't do it. I could not watch. It was like, yeah. I don't have much to say for this one. I think this was like just pure cuteness, and I'm excited to see how it's gonna go. It's obviously kind of different from 23.5, which was more high school student kind of relationship, coming of age kind of thing. This one's more like they're outside of a school setting, and we're gonna see how they're gonna go. And then it's just cute overall, I think. Yeah. And then obviously June's new CP is gonna be very interesting. I really enjoy watching couples that are together and finding love again. So yeah. Okay, this is the next one, and I'm kind of nervous for watching this again because I was freaking the fuck out. I gotta tell you guys this. When I first started watching this trailer, I was like, oh, this is very interesting. This is so messy. I love it. It screams P.JoJo all over it. And then, as I fucking said that, I saw the Giant 2, and I'm like, Only Friends season 2. Are you fucking kidding me? The music came in, and I'm like, Neo came in as Boston, and I was like, oh! I was like physically shaking. Like, I was like shaking. Like, I don't think I've ever shook that much, freaked out that much. And once again, this was like at 3 in the morning, and I couldn't scream because obviously everybody in my house was asleep. I was like, oh my fucking god. Season 2. Oh. This part came out, I'm like, the 4th character in my school president, oh Romeo, shit. I was like, oh my god. Nyx and Joss, what the fuck? And then Earth comes out. And like, obviously at this part I couldn't register what it was. I was like, oh, another Earth Mix series, I'm excited.
คือยังไงวะ เมื่อกี้กูว่ากูก็รู้สึกแล้วนะเว้ยงั้นกูขออีกรอบแล้วกัน เมื่อกี้กูไม่ค่อยมีสมาธิว่ะ
ไม่ใช่ มันต้องแบบนี้
They haven't even done it. Like, oh my god, I'm so ready to see Dirty Earth Mix because they've been just so pure in their series. Look at that, the smile, the smirk. And then when he came out, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, ensemble series, so fun. Yay, ensemble. And then oh my god, Om and Lang. Oh god. I'm so ready. They're gonna do this role so well, like it's gonna be so exciting.
ไม่เป็นไรนะมึง แค่
And I was like, go in, my child. He's so cute. Look how tiny he is next to Joss. Like, oh my god.
ดับไปนานแล้วมึงเฮ้ยแบบนี้กูจีบดีได้ดิมึงไม่ถามเองดิ
Ooh, the jealousy.
ผมว่าผมอะเป็นมาโอให้พี่ได้นะแล้วพี่จะรู้ได้ยังไงว่าน้องเล่นได้ก็เวลาผมเล่นสุดตัวเลยนะ
Indirect kiss.
มึงกับกูมีเรื่องต้องคุย
Oh, Earth and Ohm.
เลิกยุ่งกับคนของกูสักทีไม่ได้กินแล้วอะห่วงอะไรวะมึงคิดจะมาแทนที่กูตัวเขา acting ทำได้แค่นี้
I love it. It's so messy. I need to. Can somebody make a relationship already? We got one for I think right after the pilot came out for Only Friends season 1.
ไปรักโลกวะมีพี่แบบมึงไงคือไม่มีใครรักกูไอ้เหี้ย
Yes, yes, yes. And then. Boston!
ให้กูมาช่วยใช่ปะ
Boston! The music, I was like, fuck. Fucking. Ah! Jack. Dean, actor. Rome. Oh, the name. Oh, stop it. Arnold. These names, it's screaming P. Jojo all over it. Season 2! Literally, on like season 2, I'm like, fuck! Do you see how excited I am? I can like fully express my excitement now because it's 3 o'clock in the evening. Oh my god, oh my god.
ก็ระวังหน่อยเนาะคนอย่างมึงอ่ะก็เป็นได้แค่อองซอน
Ooh.
มึงไม่ได้รักกูหรอกแค่อยากเอาชนะ
Actually, I don't even remember these scenes. I think I was like freaking out too much. Oh my god.
คนป่วยอย่างกูก็ให้ความสุขมึงได้เหมือนกัน
Okay, I do not remember any of this. Oh my god, did I black out? I fucking blacked out, I think. Oh my god. This is like so. Oh my god. Ah! Oh my god. Okay, like some of these couples really. Ah! Joss and Mix. Oh my god. Oh my god. Only Friends dream fucking on. I just realized. I think I blacked out after I found out it was season 2. That a lot of these scenes didn't register for me. Now I'm like even more. Oh my god. Oh, this is so messy. I'm so ready. I'm so fucking ready. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. And I was like reading tweets about it as I was like, when they were talking, I think. And people were like, and also this morning, people were like, they chose the messiest fucking character to show up as a cameo, and it's Boston. I'm here. I'm fucking here for it. But I also need all of them to come back. Because it wouldn't be right? And at the really end, it kind of clicked. We're like, oh wait, this does make sense because Mix showed up at the end at the like Only Friends like hostel thing that they made. And I was like, okay, like now I need them to start right where they came, like kind of ended, where Mix like shows up and is living at the hostel or something, and then like all these characters kind of somehow like show up again, and then like lead to like this new kind of like. It seems like they are a musical production team, and there's a lot of mess and everything. I'm so ready. Oh my god. Do you see? I'm so fucking ready. This better come out early because I can't wait a whole year. Like this needs to be like February at the latest. Please. Drop all your other series, Earth Mix and Joss Go In, because I need you to focus on this first. I can wait. My vampire show can wait. My Oh Son's Love can wait. I need this like now. Like that's how excited I am for this. I love it. Okay. We're gonna have to move on because I'm spending way too much time on this. Okay. The next one is also like, okay, the thing is, Only Friends season 2 pilot drops, right? The next one is what I've been waiting for too. I was just like, my emotions were like everywhere, and like Winnie and Satang series together, I just like kept freaking out, and I don't think my heart could have taken any more, and I was like what the fuck is going on? So I'm excited to see this again as well. That summer, Winnie Satang's first ever main character show together. Let's go.
ผมก็ไม่เคยดีในสายตาแม่หรอกนี่
I love this so much.
แม่มึงส่งให้มาอยู่กับกู
It's very different, so I'm excited.
อยู่ที่นี่มึงต้องทำงาน มึงไม่ใช่หลาน แต่มึงเป็นลูกน้องกู
I love how Neo is here. It's kind of like brings back, because Neo hasn't been part of the kind of Winnie Satang's kind of series progression that he was in Fish Upon a Sky. Oof.
ตื่นแล้วเหรอวะคุณเป็นใครเนี่ย
Ooh.
คนไข้จำอะไรไม่ได้ สมองกระทบกระเทือนเพราะถูกทำร้ายมาครับคงต้องหาคนช่วยดูแลไปก่อนจนกว่าเราจะหาญาติเจอครับ
Look at him.
ให้เอราวันมาช่วยดูแลไปก่อน
Mon breaking my CP as well. No more. I thought we were to get something from them, but nope. But at least we got Winnie. Look at them. Look at them go. Ah! I was kind of nervous because of the whole like post-traumatic amnesia thing. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be like, I don't know. I feel like this is overly done. Not really interested in it. But the plot twist, I was like, fuck yeah. And it has like everything I fucking love about Winnie and Satang. Everything I love about their, like the characters they played in the past is in this show.
ผมขอโทษนะหมอที่ยังบอกเรื่องของเรากับใครไม่ได้
ที่ผมกับนายหัวเราคบกันแบบนี้มันก็น่าตื่นเต้นดีนะครับ
Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh. You want to try that?
ถ้ากูจะบอกว่าไอ้เว็บมันคือเจ้าชายที่ถูกทำร้ายมาจริง
He is a prince. I feel like I've seen this similar, like this is a prince or a princess pretending to lose their memories and hide out.
คุณปฏิบัติกับเราเหมือนเดิมก็ได้นะ
ไม่ได้หรอกเนี่ยค่ะ ท่านน่ะเป็นถึงเจ้าชาย
But like Satang as a prince, like totally matched. Like he is a literal walking prince.
คนรักกันต้องแอบคบแอบมาจับมือกันอะจะไปมีความสุขได้ไงวะ
บางทีหน้าที่ในชีวิตอะก็ทำให้เรารักใครไม่ได้ง่ายๆหรอก
คนเราถ้าไม่ต้องมีความทรงจำ
Oh, the
ที่
hands.
เกิดใหม่เลยนะครับ
งั้นคุณก็ลองเป็นคนใหม่ทำสิ่งที่ไม่เคยทำดูบ้างสิ
Oh my god. It gives me butterflies.
แล้วใครบอกว่าผมไม่เคยทำอะ
เดี๋ยวพอจบซัมเมอร์คุณก็ลืมเราแล้ว
Also, Neo Mint.
สักวันผมจะบอกคุณ
Oh my god.
ผมอยากอยู่กับหมอมากที่สุด
ผมรักใครอะผมก็ไม่อยาก
Yes.
คุณทำให้ผมอยากเป็นเด็กเกาะตลอดไปเลย อะไรที่เกิดขึ้นที่นี่ มึงก็ทิ้งไว้ที่นี่
Oh my god. I just didn't even notice that they were naked. Mind your own fucking business, sir. When he showed up in the fucking suit, literal prince. You know who he looks like? The freaking prince from Ariel. What's it called? The Little Mermaid. What's his name? Don't remember. But he's literally just like that. Ah! I need the series right now as well. Like fucking now as well. I'm so happy for them. Like I cried when I was watching the trailer because like finally these two are getting a series together. It was like the best feeling ever. Like, you know, I've seen them from, once again, I didn't know that who they were when I was watching Fish Upon a Sky, and then we watched the Gmmtv series. Didn't really know I was like, in love with Satang's character in that series. We watched my reaction. Actually, you can't watch my reactions because GMM blocked all of my videos. But watch that reaction. I loved Satang's character, and then we saw him in My School President, fell in love with Winnie Satang, and I've been obsessed with them ever since, and they were so cute, and we are and like finally they're becoming mains for their own series, and I'm so happy for them. The progression these two had is phenomenal. But now back to the story. Like I said earlier, there's a lot of things that I love about Winnie and Satang and their characters in this show. The kind of bickeringness, I think I forgot what I was watching, but the music video. One thing I really love about Winnie and Satang is they kind of represent bickering enemies to lover relationship for me. Like, I think because I met them as a CP, as their characters in My School President, and they were bickering like crazy, and I just like enjoyed that kind of dynamic so much, and their performances during their kind of fan meetings and concerts with that one song by, I forgot her name, but Millie. It was like perfect. Like, that represents Winnie and Satang for me. Like, that's my image of them, and they kind of had that at the beginning, and the sweetness, the cuteness of We Are is kind of lingering there, and also Winnie's character in High School Frenemy, that kind of like darker, like more edgy, ready to fight and get in trouble kind of character is in there as well. I'm like, okay, because Winnie looked so good in those scenes. I'm like, oh, I need to see more of that, and we got that here. There's at the beginning he's like kind of like mischievous kind of a character, a delinquent kind of thing, and there, and then we add on to this whole like prince thing, and like Satang, you are literally the perfect prince, and everything matches, and like, everything's like fell into place, and I'm like, this is made for me. I'm like, I love it so much. I'm just excited for them. I'm so happy for them. Yeah. Okay, what's next? We're barely halfway through, and this is almost an hour long, guys. Oh god. Buckle up. Okay, this is the funny one. My Romance Scammer. It's gonna be interesting because I did not expect what I expected in this series. But I was expecting to be in a BL because he just signed with GMM. I was like, he either is gonna get a hetero series or as a main, or a BL as a main, because like they're not gonna give him anything, him being a more famous actor and signing on to GMM. At first I was like, who's getting married? And I was like, oh. I was like, Mark and Junior? And I was like, oh, yes, who you pair with? And I was like, who is Own Power? It's like, oh, what the fuck, Fluke? We're getting Own Fluke, but like a different version? It's the funniest thing ever. GMM took the chance, and they saw the chance and they took it. It's because a lot of people were joking, oh my god, Om and Nanon would be perfect together because we get Om and Nanon back, and no one thought about Fluke. No one fucking thought about Fluke! Oh my god. Look at the smile! He's so like in love.
ทำไมน้องมันทำอะไรไม่คิดหน้าคิดหลังเลยรู้จักกันยังไม่ถึงเดือนไปยอมแต่งงานได้ง่ายๆแบบนั้นได้ยังไงได้สิครับ
You get proposed to.
แต่งงานกับทีมนะครับแต่งครับ
Sir hypocrite
ความรักของพวกเรามันเหมือนกับเป็นเรื่องที่หลุดออกมาจากนิยายแต่มันติดที่ว่าเจ้าบ่าวที่แสนเพอร์เฟกต์ความจริงแล้วพวกมันเป็น
This is so fun. I think it's so fun.
นักต้ม
Scammers!
อันนี้เป็นฝ่ายให้พิเศษมาแล้วค่ะลูกเศรษฐีบ้าถอนบัตรสวัสดิการของรัฐอ่ะหายไปเย็น
Ooh, I love this.
เดี๋ยวน้องจะหายยังไงก็ได้
เห็นว่าจะหย่าเลยตอนนี้ไม่ได้นะครับ
ทำไมครับคุณทนาย
ถ้าหย่าเลยตอนนี้ทรัพย์สินครึ่งนึงจะตกเป็นของยูครับ
ไอ้น็อต
This is what they want, bro. They're scammers. They want your money.
ถ้าได้ใช้ชีวิตด้วยกันแบบนี้ความสุขไปจนแก่มันคงดีมากเลยอะแล้วถ้าบอกว่ารักจริงๆ
They said enemies to lover? Nope, scammers to lover, because it's working. But I see chemistry. I see
แล้ว
chemistry.
จำไว้ว่ามึงห้ามตกหลุมรักเหยื่อเด็ดขาด
You failed that.
แกต้องหลอกล่อให้มันเปลี่ยนใจยอมเซ็นคืนทรัพย์สินทั้งหมด
คิดว่าทำแบบนี้ด้วยใจ
แล้วถ้าแบบนี้
Look at that. Reverse scamming.
ว่าจะพี่อย่าเผลอบ้างตอนเราไปอ่ะทีมกุโลต้องไปก็ไปเลยนะ ชิมเลยเราอยู่ไม่ได้แน่ๆระวังตัวหน่
You
อย
need to listen to your own words. Okay, title.
เขาจะมาส่งทุกอย่างคือ
You know, expected.
นายธนินทร์แชร์นวัตรขอรับนายจิรโชติจิรามงคลธนันท์เป็นคู่ชีวิต
I love it. I love this so much. Obviously, the law has passed that allows same-sex marriage, so like we're upping our levels here. Like this is a marriage-driven story, and I'm like, yes. This is gonna be so chaotic.
เพื่อรักและยกย่องให้เกียรติคุณจนกว่าชีวิตจะหาไม่
Oh, Luke! Junior. I'm so happy Junior Mark gets more recognition now. My romance scammer. I love it. It's so fun. Okay, this is my second time watching it, and I'm like realizing a lot more things now that I kind of missed because I was so freaking out about like the scamming part. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? And now I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. Oh, interesting. Yeah, super fun. I love it. Once again, I did not pay attention to Mark Jr. much during Cherry Magic. They're like, okay, it's another couple. And then obviously Perfect 10-Liner, we still haven't gotten to their story as much yet. We got like a few snippets here and there in the few recent episodes, but other than that we haven't gotten much of that, so I'm excited to see how they're gonna like play out their characters in that. And obviously here they got chemistry, they got really good chemistry, so I'm not afraid of that. I'm really excited for and Fluke because obviously unexpected, these two are both actors who I've seen in other works before. Obviously he's also Fluke is also in Perfect 10-Liner as well, but he was also in My Ride that I saw recently when I was really sick with pneumonia. I was like, I binge series I've never watched before when I'm sick, and My Ride was one of them, and I was like, oh, interesting. And I saw him like he signed to Gmmtv. Like, oh, okay. And I saw him Perfect 10-Liner. I was like, oh, hey bro. And then I call him P1 a lot of times, so if I slip and call him P1, then it's because there's too many ohms at Gmmtv. There's too many marks at Gmmtv. Too many flukes at Gmmtv as well. I call him P1 to make it clear for myself. So P1 and Fluke. I was like, yeah, Gmmtv, interesting. Okay. I've always like deep down know that it's never gonna happen, but I was wishing that Ohm and Guide would have another series together, but it's fine. It's fine. We're fine. We'll get Ohm and Fluke again. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, interesting plot. Very different, and I love that it's marriage focused because once again, marriage equality is passed in Thailand. So like, bring more of that. Bring more of that. Okay. Next one is a horror one. I wanted more horror because I enjoy horror in the sense of like, if it's not like in a movie theater, like if I'm watching it by myself and at home or through a series, I love it. If it's in a movie theater, hell no. But this is a series and it's fourth book. It looks really interesting and it's confusing. That's what I have to say, but yeah, let's watch it. Oh, I do have a problem with the gray filter they put over it. Like, it bothers me so much because it's so dim for like unnecessary parts. Like, I know what they're trying to do, but like, it's not really working. It's just giving like 2008 Twilight, you know? Like, we're in 2024. Please do better. Oh, forcing the suit.
เป็นใครอ่ะผมคือคนรักของคุณไง
คุณไปที่นั่นทำไม
ผมมารอคนรักของคุณ
แทนคุณคือคนรักของคุณ
ผมไม่รู้ว่าผมจำไม่ได้
นี่มึงไม่เชื่อว่าแทนคุณคือรักแรกมึงเหรอกูเชื่อเว้ยแต่กูไม่
Boom!
เชื่อว่า
I forgot he wasn't here.
แทนคุณ
ฮะเกิดเหตุฆาตกรรมแบบเดียวกันใกล้ๆกัน
คดีนี้อันตรายเราก็เพียงอย่าเข้ามายุ่งเลยดีกว่า
โอเค
สิ่งสำคัญที่สุดของการใช้ปืนก็คือต้องกล้ายิง แทนกลัวเสียงดังไม่ใช่เหรอ
ทำไมแกถึงช่วยทำคดีนี้อะ
บทเพลงเป็นรักแรกของฉันนะฉันกลัวว่าเขาจะมีอันตราย
เพราะความรักเหรอ ดร. แทนคุณนักอาชญาวิทยาที่จะมาเป็นที่ปรึกษาให้กับทีมเราค่ะ ดิฉันขอความร่วมมือเจ้าหน้าที่และนักข่าว ช่วยเปิดเผยข้อมูลเฉพาะที่จำเป็นต่อการสืบคดีเท่านั้นค่ะ
ฆาตกรกำลังเล่นเกมกับเรา เราเล่นด้วยได้นะแต่เราต้องเป็นคนคุมเกม ถ้าความทรงจำยังเชื่อไม่ได้
The whole
คุณก็
like
ต้องใช้ความรู้สึก
memory thing is very
กู
interesting.
จะทำข่าวนี้ กูต้องรู้ให้ได้ว่าเขาเป็นใคร แล้วแทนคุณหายไปไหน ถ้าไม่ใช่เรา จะรู้ได้ไงว่าเพลงชอบอะไร
I don't think it's a twin thing. I think it's more of like it's in his mind.
ยกมือขึ้น ฉันเป็นน้องสาวของพี่แทน ตัวจริงของพี่แทนก็คือแทนคุณ ความทรงจำของคุณนั่นแหละที่มีปัญหา
แกเห็นแก่แม่แกจะกลับไปที่นั่นอีก
Burn.
เราไม่รู้แล้วอะความจริงมันคืออะไร
Melody of Secrets.
แทนคุณ
แทนคุณ
คุณคือแทนคุณที่ผมรักจริง
Because the thing is, I can't tell. Oh shit. I can't tell if the body is still there or not. Like, it's just dark. So, like, my theory is that this might be all in his head. I made a lot of bold theories for 4 minutes, and I was wrong for majority of that. So, I'm not gonna make those bold theories. But my idea is that I feel like it is in his head. Or at the first half of the kind of trailer, I was thinking it's like there is this episode in Criminal Minds with this killer who kind of it's another DID thing, which I didn't really enjoy that part, but this is something I remember from Criminal Minds. But it was a multiple DID individuals who were kidnapped by a serial killer and kind of brainwashed into creating a new alter that is a different person that is part of the kind of FBI employees, and they got in there and like pretend to be that person and stuff like that. So I was thinking, okay, is Force's character like brainwashed to believe that he's a different person, and that's why there's like Book's character has like all these like weird memories, like you're him, but like you're not really him. But then the second part of it is like, okay, like everybody else around them believes that this is the real Force's character, but Book does not. Book is the only one who doesn't really believe that, or like people around him, like Book and his people don't believe that. So it's like, what is going on with that? And so I'm thinking like it might be himself, like Book's character. There's something wrong with maybe his mental state that is causing all of this. I don't think it's gonna be fully like a supernatural thing. I think it's more of like we're gonna do some psychological mental play into this and why he is feeling the way it is. Maybe he's in a coma the whole time, like 4 minutes. We don't know. We'll find out when we start. But it's really interesting, very fascinating, very different as well. So I'm excited to see how that's gonna go. And fourth book getting a dark series, I'm excited for. Okay, so I decided to cut this into 2 parts because the videos is getting way too long. So if you want to continue watching the trailer reactions, go to part 2, already up.